Sorry, forgot.
All right, these two giants jumping into it. Enrique versus Bubio Tamer. Bubio Tamer, we've seen a lot today in recording. He's doing excellent at keeping up a lot of combo pressure. And Enrique, the Lucas player that we actually don't get to see too often either. It's kind of strange and funny how the youngest people here are the people that we rarely get to see playing the game that's probably more suited for them in the first place. But anyways, moving on to the match, Bubio Tamer trying to show his dominance in this one. Enrique not going to make it that easy though, 74 to 86%, keeping this one at a close game. Beautiful neutral air from Enrique to push off Bubio. Enrique is definitely going to want that space. He's a character with a lot of good mid-range, and Bubio's going to want to be up close, which he's actually exemplifying really well in catching onto that tether, throwing out a back air hitbox to make sure he catches Lucas on his way up was an amazing play on Bubio's part, and so that's going to give him a stock lead. Now, it's not over for Enrique. It's really easy to actually get back into the scenario. It only takes a couple combos, really a kill and a couple combos in this situation to put himself back. He's only got 8% dealt to him. And Bubio's actually taking his time dealing this damage, which is really smart on his part. He doesn't want to rush anything and risk his lead just because he becomes a little overzealous. Getting hit by that PK fire, putting Bubio further back away from Enrique. Enrique going for some jabs, putting some extra damage on Bubio. He's got him at 136%. He's going to have to find a way to close this one out soon just to make sure that he's not left fully behind. Tries to go for that tether, Tries to go for that tether, does not work. Forward air putting on a lot of knockback, but still not enough to take out Bubio. 155 to 55. Bubio actually having a really good lead here. It's going to take a lot from Enrique to make sure that he has a comeback. Enrique getting a little impatient there, trying to get a hold of Bubio. Forward smash, the 2-stock on Bubio's part. Enrique actually not looking too excited about that, but Bubio just playing a smart, aggressive game, changing himself into a moving hitbox, making it really hard for Enrique to find a time and a place to poke in and get those hits. All right, so we're going to go on to our next game. If it's Lucas, I'm thinking rather he's looking for platforms, or in this case, a little more space, just because Bubio really hit him with a rush down tactic. And to not have the space to pull off the setups and the maneuvers that you want because someone is extremely aggressive is kind of a downfall for you. Okay, so it looks like he actually took that little form of advice and went to FD, so that's where we're going to see the next game. Mario versus Lucas, FD. Bubio starting off, charging the flood, looking for a way in, but he's going to get hit by that PK fire, and right now it's just going to be an even situation. Now, if I was Enrique in a spot like this, I would really be looking for more and more ways to shut down the offensive grind. And right now, that's what it looks like Enrique is doing. He's observed every single option that he's had offensively, and he's done everything that he can to shut it down. And I think a lot of it just has to deal with when Bubio gets control of the air. When he jumps, he really shows his dominance, using down air and back air and up air, all of his aerials, just to give himself room to move in. He's got really good spacing with it too. He just knows exactly when his moves are going to hit and where it's going to create pressure. Enrique doing an amazing job at just keeping him out of the air. Down throw, double jump, back air, almost spiking, putting him at 95%, then 103% now. Bubio having to find a way to get back into this one, and he's still opting for the aggressive approach, which you have to commend. The fact that he's getting hit so much and yet he's showing absolutely no signs of faltering is amazing. All right, 73% to 122%. Good little string on Bubio's part just to get some more damage. Oh, but he's going to get tethered by the snake. That's going to be a back throw kill at 133%. Enrique doing a good job getting that first kill, then looking to probably return the 2-stock favor. All right, Bubio going for stage control. A little risky on the up smash, but he's got to risk it for the biscuit. He tries to spike him forward air, but Enrique just barely hitting himself with the up B, saving his life and getting on some extra damage. And right now, Enrique having a really good lead on Bubio. Good throw. It's going to lead to a forward air. Bubio searching for an answer. Nice tether on Enrique's part to not get hit by any type of possible setup. I mean, that's something that you really want to pay attention to and use and take advantage of. If you're going to use a character with a tether, sometimes it's best to just opt for the tether. I don't think it's best to opt for one or the other. I think it's good to mix it up just because you want to keep your opponent on their toes and you want to make it so they really have to think about what's happening and what's going on. And it's not based off of some type of pattern. There it is, Enrique, reverse 2-stock. Crazy stuff there, really doing smart. Doing himself a favor, doing a smart justice by giving himself a lot of room. Just so anytime Bubio made an approach, he could stuff it out. So now we're moving on to the last match. If I was Bubio, I'd choose something platforms and close range. He's going to go for my lat. I do not know if this actually gives Lucas any disadvantages, but it does give Bubio that close range combat that he's looking for. Keeping it even, but also showing why it was best that Enrique had that space. Bubio coming in with an immense amount of pressure. He made the situation look even, but then he just would not stop with the follow-ups and the reads on the landings. But then Enrique definitely not just going to be down and out. Going to build some damage on Bubio himself. So it's going to be 64 to 61. Very tight game, very close scenario. Enrique showing some dominance there, using his projectiles to keep Bubio in the air and off to the side of the stage. But anytime he starts to let off the gas with the projectiles or has a bad ledge guard, Bubio's going to come in with the answer, basically. Just kind of putting on more pressure and finding ways to really get that damage and make Enrique's life a lot harder in the long run. Somehow that jab beating out the tether grab. That's actually news to me. But then again, I know that tether grab's not necessarily the fastest, and tether grabs in general are not necessarily the fastest. So smart optional. Bubio's smart until he slides, knowing that he's got a killing back throw. Probably not his best bet. Maybe he thought that Enrique was going to land with some form of lag. I'm pretty sure Enrique is fortunate about that. Oh no, Bubio taking more damage, getting up to 34%. Enrique doing a fabulous job of making sure he keeps Bubio down and out. And Bubio's still opting to go for the ledge, even though it's the thing that's gotten him killed the last 3 times. You'd think that maybe he'd just tell himself, hey, I need to slow down and I need to maybe poke at the ledge, but not necessarily go for it. Enrique at 146%, literally almost anything Mario does could probably do the trick. But I mean, that's a matter of if he could get to him. That back throw is definitely going to kill. He tries to mash out, but it is not going to work in this case. Really good job on Bubio, but now he's got a mountain to climb here. Not impossible, but definitely irritating. Some people would say even irrational. There we go. Nice nair on Enrique's part to build some damage to the back air. Waiting for that air dodge. Not going to get it. Bubio returning back to neutral on that one. And it looks like Bubio's playing a little more of a patient game and doing a lot of cross-ups with back airs, but he's flowing into the character. Oh no. Back throw, almost killing Mario yet again. Nice saved recovery on Bubio's part. Almost thought he was going to do a cape and try to hover over that one, but he didn't. He's really close to getting hit by that up smash. Here we go, Enrique having the lead and not being afraid to put on some type of opposing pressure. I feel like that might have been a missed input. Ooh, nice little tether recovery going back down low just so he can stay out of the way of harm. Oh, but he's going to jab the shield. Not a good idea on Bubio's part. Amazing play on Enrique. Good job. 2-1 Enrique.